Cosmic Kids Yoga Pose Universe. Aeroplane pose. Coming down onto 2 knees and stretch your arms out wide. Come down onto one hand and wave at the sky. Hi sky! Now bring one foot in front of your knee and shoot your back leg out behind you, lifting up your hip and going wow, did you see that aeroplane? That was amazing. Let's do it on the other side and see if it comes back again. Coming back onto 2 knees, taking your arms out wide. Drop down onto the other hand now and wave at the sky. Hi sky! Bring one foot in front of your knee and shoot your back leg out behind you, lifting up your hip and going Now aeroplane pose is very good for building strength in your whole body, your arms, your legs and your wrists. It's also very good for balance and it's brilliant to do at the beginning of the day. Now, I wonder where that aeroplane is. We've been here for ages. Oh, I think I can hear it. Here it is, it's coming. Wow! Aeroplane pose. Bicycle pose. Coming down to lie on our backs. We crisscross our fingers and put them behind our heads, lifting our shoulders a little bit. Then we lift our legs up and we pedal like we're pushing the pedals on our bicycle. And as we zoom along, we sing our special roly-poly song. Here we go. Roly-poly, up, up, up. Roly-poly, down, down, down. Roly-poly, ever so slowly. Roly-poly, quick, quick, quick. Now, bicycle pose is very good for strengthening our core and the muscles in our sides, which are called obliques. And every time we push our pedals, we're stretching the backs of our legs. And that's where our hamstrings live. Oh, hi guys. Keep going, everyone. 20 more miles to go. Hopefully we'll make it back in time for dinner. Woo! Bicycle pose. Crab pose. Coming down to sit on our bottoms, feet flat, knees bent and hands behind our bottoms with our fingers pointing towards our bottoms. Now we lift up our hips and we move sideways because that's what crabs do. They move sideways and we're going to do it with a digger, digger. Ready? Let's go that way first. Here we go. Digger, 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 digger. And the other way. Digger, 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 digger. And lowering our hips. Ooh. Well done, everyone. Now, crab pose is brilliant for building strength in the wrists and arms, as well as the core and the legs. Now we're going to do it again. And this time we're going to add a kick at the end of our diggers because crabs love playing football. Oh, hello. Look who's here. It's our football fan. We'll do it with him too. Ready? Lifting up your hips. Let's digger, digger, digger with a kick and an ooh. Here we go. Digger, 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 digger. Ooh! And the other way. Digger, 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 digger. Ooh! Yay! Sitting all the way down. Oh. Crab pose. Deer pose. Coming to sit on our bottoms with our legs out long. We bend up one of our knees and we put our foot on the other side of our long leg. Now we stretch up through one of our arms, the same arm as the long leg, and we take our other hand behind us for balance. We bring our elbow to the outside of our knee, sit up tall and stretch and see if we can twist to look over our shoulder like a deer, being very alert, keeping a lookout. Oh, what's going on? Now, deer pose is very good for boosting our brain and for strengthening the legs, the shoulders and the arms. Very good. Now, let's see if we can do it on the other side. Stretching those legs long again, we bend the other knee in. We bring our foot over to the other side and stretch up with our arm. We bring our elbow to the outsides of our knee. We take our hand behind us, sit up tall and look over our shoulders, being a little nervous deer, keeping a lookout. What's going on? Ah! Deer pose. Door pose. Coming down onto two knees, we take our leg to the side. We reach our arm up to the sky and rest our other hand on our long leg. Now we lean over to the side to creak open the door. Here we go. Ooh, it's getting pretty chilly out there. Brrr. Now, door or gate pose is very good for stretching our sides, making more space to breathe, stretching our legs, and it's especially good if we're waking up in the morning. I tell you what, it's also really good if you play sports. Yes! Now, it's getting rather chilly in here, so let's close this door and do it on the other side. Coming back to two knees, taking your other leg long now, reaching up with your arm, and let's close this door. Eee! Ah, phew, that's better. Now we can have a nice cup of tea to warm up. Oh, thanks. Door pose. Dragonfly pose. Coming down to lie on our tummies. We bring our hands underneath our shoulders and we lift up one of our feet. We point our toe to the sky and we use our other foot to scooch underneath our thigh, just above our knee to lift it even higher. Wow! Look! There's a dragonfly whizzing around. Oh, there she goes. Now, dragonfly pose is very good for stretching our thighs and our hips and strengthening our back. And it's also very good for our tummy ache. Let's see if we can do it on the other side. Lowering our legs all the way down, we lift up our other leg now, stretch it to the sky and using our foot to support it, lifting it up. Oh, here she comes again. Wow. Oh, careful. Dragonfly pose. Giraffe pose. Standing up nice and tall, we bring one foot forwards and one foot back. We reach our arms up above our head, giving ourselves the longest giraffe neck possible. Now, giraffes have to fold forwards a lot to eat, so we're going to do that now, folding all the way down to have a little nibble on our knee, and rolling back up to stand. Let's try and do it on the other side, shall we? Turning to face the other way, we reach our arms all the way up. Now, giraffe pose is very good for stretching our whole spine and our hamstrings and for strengthening our shoulders. Let's have another little nibble on our knee, folding all the way down, using our hands for balance and have a nibble, and rolling all the way back up again. Oh, hello. Wow. That's a very tall giraffe. Maybe if we keep practicing our giraffe pose, we'll get to be as tall as that one day. Keep going, everyone. Eek. Giraffe pose. Hero pose. Coming down to kneel. We take our feet wide with our hands in front to support us. Now we wiggle our bottom down in between our ankles, keeping our toes pointing backwards. We crisscross our fingers in front of us, turn them inside out and raise them up above our heads, sitting like proper heroes. Now, if that's a bit ouchy on your knees, you can change it. You can bring your hands forward, lift your bottom up Scoot your feet back together and sit back on your heels. Yes. Crisscross those fingers again, turn them inside out and lift them up above your head. Well done, everyone. Now, hero pose is very good for stretching your legs, your thighs, and your ankles and feet. It's wonderful. And it also makes you feel like a proper hero. Oh, it's working! Hero pose. Hot air balloon pose. Coming to sit on our bottoms and crossing our legs. We cup our hands around our mouth and we do a big blow to blow up our hot air balloon. Here we go. Big breath in and blow. Letting your arms come up as your balloon grows bigger. Keep blowing. And when your balloon gets as big as it can be, we rock a little bit from side to side, like we're floating up into the air. Wow, it's beautiful up here. Hot air balloon pose is really good for breathing a lovely bit of calmness into your day and clearing your mind. Look at all the beautiful balloons flying together. They're amazing. Calmly floating up into the sky, peacefully. Lovely, calmly. Oops. Hot air balloon. House pose. Standing with our feet nice and wide, like the walls, we sweep our arms up to bring them together above our head to make a pointy roof. Now, house pose is very good for giving us a big stretch up our sides and all the way up our spine. It's also used to be a tunnel, a rocket, or even a tent. Oh, now who's this coming home? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Welcome home. Who knew I had a mouse living in my house? House pose.
Hello.
Lion pose. Coming down to kneel with your hands on your lap. Now, lion pose is brilliant for getting all of your stress out. You stick out your tongue and make your eyes as big as can be. Now, we're going to clap our hands on our laps 3 times together and then come up to do our roar. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oops, sorry. False alarm. Lion pose. Lizard pose. Coming down onto one knee, your hands either side of your foot. Now stretch your back leg all the way behind you, keeping your toes tucked for a bit of support. Now bring both your hands inside your foot and see if you can lower yourself down like you're a lizard skulking around. Now, lizard pose is really good for opening our hips and building strength in our legs. And it's lovely if you just breathe here for a while and get comfy. Now, let's try it on the other side. Coming back up onto our hands, we switch our legs around, bringing the other foot forward, and we stretch our back leg all the way back behind us, keeping our toes nice and tucked. We lower our body down and we skulk around like a lizard. Now that fly would be lunch if I was a real lizard. But I'm not. I'm just a person pretending to be a lizard. Oh, look who's here. Oh. Wow, that was impressive. And a delicious lunch, no doubt. Although I think I'd prefer a sandwich. Oh, thanks! Lizard pose. Mouse pose. Coming down to kneel with your big toes to touch, taking your knees nice and wide to make some space. Now fold your body all the way forwards, letting your head rest on the floor, your arms down by your side, and let's have a little squeak, 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 like a little mouse. Now the thing I love about mouse pose is that it soothes your mind and it lets your whole body feel lovely and relaxed. Let's just stay here for a while and enjoy a little rest. And if you stay here long enough, you may even grow some ears and a tail. Mouse pose. Turtle pose. Coming to sit on our bottoms, taking our legs out wide, keeping our knees nice and bent. We bring our hands down in between our legs and then we slide our hands underneath our legs so they come out the other side like two little turtle flippers. Yes! Now turtle pose is wonderful for quieting our minds, which makes it a wonderful pose to do to chill out or before bedtime. It's also very good for getting nice and open in our hips. Oh. Now, just like a turtle, we hang out. We take it slow. We breathe. We let our hips open. There's no hurry, no worries. We're just hanging out here, turtly enjoying the moment. Turtle pose.